So, like, okay, so what is their experience level as far as women?
Okay, for my little brother Zeke, he told me that they all work at Walmart, and he's labeled as a Walmart whore only because he goes on dinner dates with women, he takes women on dates, but every other woman wants to have sex immediately. He has respect for women in himself that he's waiting until the right time. So with that being said, he's dated like 5 different women at Walmart, and now he's labeled a Walmart hoe to the point he's been terminated for disturbing employment basically. I know what the terminology was. So him, he's had girlfriends, but they leave him because they want to have sex and he doesn't want to out of respect for himself and other women. Now for Ray Sean, he has a girlfriend now, and they've been best friends for a year, but they've been dating for 2 weeks, and he's um trying to rush it with her. And she's 23, she has a date when he's 5, and she's telling him herself like, I want to make sure it's the right time. I don't want you to feel like you need to rush it, because she doesn't want him to lose his virginity to her, and then like feel like that's all he wants to do is have sex. And I tell them all the time they're pure because they are. Does that make
So
sense?
both of them are virgins.
Both of them. Rayshawn's 20 years old. Zeke is 20, 22.
So the lighter skin one name is what now?
The what?
The lighter skin,
His name's Rayshawn.
and
He's
that's
20.
he's 20. That's the one that was at Walmart.
No, that's the one that has the girlfriend.
Okay, the youngest one got the girlfriend.
Zeke is the other one's a dark skinned one. He's 23, no 22, and he's the one the Walmart hoe in quotations.
But he hasn't had sex.
Neither of them have ever had sex.
Okay, great. So we got that part.
Hmm.
And you told them to do what?
Protect their innocence. Right now, they're pure. I want them to protect themselves and wait till they know that they are the right person because it'll fuck up everything. Once you give yourself to someone, it's like soul ties. Once you give yourself to someone and you you physically insert yourself into a woman, now your DNA is inside of them, whether you have a condom or not. That's what I believe in. So I'm telling them like to protect themselves before they give themselves to the wrong person. The wrong woman has the worst intentions or doesn't have pure intentions or just they're the type of kids that pay bills. They are sheltered by their grandma. So with that being said, they have respect for women to be able to pay bills because they don't even have to pay bills with their grandma. Does that make sense? So they give. And any other woman who will see that they give will proud on that as the money aspect instead of actually getting to know them. I want them to protect themselves at all costs because you cannot trust anyone. Protect their innocence, basically.
And you said which one of them have a crush on you? Whatever.
Zeke has a crush on me.
And
They're
Zeke
not
is the
even my
older
real
one, right?
brothers. Zeke's a 22-year-old.
That's the older one. No,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Older one.
the
Walmart hoe.
hoe.
Yeah. I don't know how that terminology came up. That's what he was told.
Okay, and so he has he has a crush on you,
Hmm.
but you don't.
I don't see him like that. I
Okay,
see them as little brothers. I feel like I gotta protect them. I can never even look at Zeke like that. He's been trying for 3 months to take me on a dinner date. And even though I was in a relationship, if I wasn't in a relationship, it still wouldn't have happened because their purity, their innocence is so deep to me. I can't do that ever. And also because
Before you
okay.
go, hey, won't you show me, show me what I gotta do. Show. Oh,
What's
y'all know
going on,
nothing about
Spoon?
that.
Huh?
Y'all know nothing about that song.
No,
mm-mm.
not at all.
Yeah. Well, I got murder on my mind. What you know about that one?
Not a damn thing.
Got 223s.
I do not like
You don't like
these new school. Nah, I can't.
Really?
They commit murders and killing. Nah, come on, bro.
That
I can't
nigga
do
say,
that.
I got murder on my mind all the time.
You need to stop listening to
I
that.
heard
That nigga there.
sacrifices 2 friends. In that song, he's talking about sacrificing his 2 friends. Did y'all know that?
Oh yeah, they got it on. They left together, and 2 niggas came back, and 2 niggas didn't.
I don't listen to that mess. It's just it's noise to me. It's noise pollution.
Oh yeah, I'm from the old school too. I know. Have you ever went over a friend's house and eating the food just ain't no good? I mean, the macaroni sauce, the peas all mushed, and the chicken tastes like wood. So you try to lay it off, and you think you can, like saying that you already ate. And your friend says, man, that's plenty of food, so you pile some more on your plate. Oh, motel, holiday inn.
Say what?
So if your friend start acting up, then you take her friend. He act like he's so damn sleep.
He is.
Boy, I'm gonna comb your hair. I'm gonna cut your hair. You will have a head like mine.
He got off that tour. He gone.
These niggas up here talking about they gonna beat each other up.
Well, they man, they was getting into it.
I'm gonna meet you at your door. I'm gonna wait outside. Look, I always be cooking upstairs. I be frying chicken and shit. And nigga come up to him, I'm gonna throw some hot grease on him. And then I'm gonna throw some flour on it so he still have some skin when he get to the hospital.
Hey, them niggas is so scary. Like
I'm
gonna say the big dude, cause he had a hammer in his hand.
Look, one of them scared and the other glad of it. I started to get up and said, oh, I'm waiting for the boat to come downstairs, but I never heard no. He said, oh, I'm gonna wait outside your door. That's when I'd have been boiling my grease.
That big nigga was locked himself in the bathroom for 30 minutes.
Look, I'd have been boiling my grease. I was like, okay, just give me a minute to put my shoes on.
I said, y'all don't even need all of that. I peeped that out when
I'd have walked to the door and just like the hot chicken grease. So like, oh, here you go.
All you gotta do is step on his feet, and it's a wrap. It's done. It's over with.
Man, and you know what? I'm the meanest nigga I know. I go 4 days sometimes, don't even eat nothing. You wanna bother me? Like, yeah, whatever.
You seen them gnarled toes?
What's that?
Them toes is crunchy and gnarled and disgusting. And cause he didn't go to your door one to clip toenails, huh?
Oh yeah, I looked at him like, nigga, what?
Oh my God. Yeah, that was yeah. That couldn't no. Cause he asked
Nosy Rosie.
he went to Brian door.
Nosy Rosie.
I ain't fucking nosy. You going to the store or what?
When I get there,
Well, come on. Ain't no fight breaking out, so let's go.
You can't whoop me.
Ain't no fight breaking out, let's go.
Get the fighting spirit. Crazy. Hey, crazy.
I think in early people.
Ain't nobody gonna fight around here.
I hope not.
Ain't no fight breaking out.
Yeah. Ain't nah. It was too much talking. You don't do all that talking. Okay, so so you don't have no feelings for him, right? So um you telling him to stay pure
Mhm,
because women would take advantage of him.
mhm. Then I had to go to jail. I like that, but I knew all people.
How long you been knowing him?
The Zeke, the 22, 5 months. No, excuse me, 4 months. I'm dating January. Ray Sean, the 20, probably going on 2 months now. I swore it was a month, but he told me it was 2 months, so 2 months. And I said,
Why haven't they lost their virginity? Like
they're waiting for the
before.
right person. That's the thing. They're waiting for the right person. That's all it is.
So they might as well wait till marriage.
That's what they want to do. But imagine meeting all these women, and a lot of women have had sexual experience, and that's what women want to do is have sex. I'm gonna put it to you like this: a woman has a high sex drive. So with that being said, women are gonna look at them. They're handsome. They're young men who are actually well put together. They have their hair cut. They have their own money. They have their own job. They have their own car. Women want them not only for their mentality. They want to have sex with them, but they just don't want to because they want to wait for the right person. All these women just want to do is have sex, and they can't seem to find the right person, but they're standing on what they want to do.
Why? What do they say?
They want to wait for the right person.
It's more
That's
to it
it.
than that.
That's all I've heard so far. I still gotta learn a little bit more about it.
It's way more to it than that.
It probably is.
Are these women attractive?
Yeah, they're beautiful. Some, no, they're pretty. From the ones I've seen Zeke bring around, she's pretty. Ray Sean's girlfriend, Victoria, beautiful. I think they're more,
How old are they? How old are the girls?
oh, I don't know, how Zeke's girls are. They come and go. Like I'm telling you like this. He's brought two around. They come and go because they just want to have sex. Ray Sean's girlfriend, keep in mind, he's 20. She's 23 and has a 5-year-old son. No, yeah, 5-year-old son. Zeke, I don't know how old his girlfriends were.
So okay, so the men are telling them to lose their virginity.
They're trying to
You're
convince
telling them to hold
save
on
it,
to it.
hold on to it, yes. I respect them for the fact of, men have urges. Of course they're looking at women. Of course they want to. Of course they think about it. But I respect them to be able to they stand on what they want to, no matter what anybody else has told them. People call them weird. Pe- People be like, you're like women when they find out like Zeke told me this. A girl told him while he was at work because she like basically it was his birthday. I was actually invited to the birthday. I didn't go. It was his birthday, and this girl basically brushed up against him at the bar, and she was there for his birthday, and basically tried to shake ass on him. Whatever the case is, he backs up out of respect for her because it's just like this is what he did. I don't know. Next thing you know, the girl ended up telling everybody he's weird, they're weird, they don't want to have sex. Like, what's wrong with them? They're weird. No, they have respect, they have morals. Morals for me are what you believe in, that you do not stand up, don't step over for anybody, no matter what they feel. You stand on it. They have morals. They were raised different. They were raised by their grandma who sheltered them, but it's not even a shelter. It's more taught them right from wrong, taught them to stand on what they believe in, no matter the society around them. That makes sense. It's a lot. I'm still learning them. I know one 5 months, I know one for 2 months, but I tell you, I finally got to conversate with them outside of the bar these past 2 nights, and I got to know them a little bit more deeply.
Uh, yeah, because I think you're a little too sentimental with the shit because guys know guys. You know what I'm saying? So I could probably sit down with him for about a good 20 to 30 minutes just because I know the right questions to ask
Mhm.
because it's not that it's weird, but it seems like they're on a Christian type worldview. And do they go to church?
Actually, yeah, they do. With their grandma and uncle. You know what I could probably do?
Well, hold on. How do you have that type of outlook and you're not in a singles ministry?
You know what?
They need to be in a singles ministry.
What is it?
That's at a church where it's the singles are led by the pastor and they shepherd other people with this worldview, so you can find the right mate.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna find it with some girl shaking ass at the bar.
I noticed Zeke. I was looking at his phone last night. Zeke is
Oh,
on dating. He's on Black. He's on Facebook dating apps and everything. So he wants to. He wants to meet somebody. That's the crazy part. He wants to, but it's like none of these women want to even start.
Hey, I'll see you in the morning.
All right.
Give me my fucking card and you can
I left
You
it
know
at
what
the
I'm saying?
store.
It's just like he's on dating apps. He's taking women on dinner dates. He's getting to know the women.
I did. I gotta go back and get it.
I think they want to meet somebody, but I think they're waiting until they find the right person.
Are they on Christian or ChristianMingle.com?
I don't know about that one. I know for sure I've seen the Black dating app. I've seen Tinder and I've seen Facebook dating app.
All
That
right,
ain't gonna
baby.
do it. All right. That ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it.
They're going to be on a Christian dating app. I don't know if Sean is, but I know for sure Zeke is on dating app.
Because the right one for them ain't at the bar. It ain't at Walmart. And the damn for sure ain't cycling through women like that. So
Mr. Sure not in San Bernardino, California.
and they're around too many women.
Now I wonder, what do you think would be what in that situation, because you're a man, what do you think would be the right one for them in that situation? Because at this point, the amount of women I've heard Zeke name, he may have found the right one. Who knows? But my thing is, now I know. Now I want to ask the next time I see them, what is the right one? Ray Sean already has a couple. What's the right one for Zeke?
He don't know how to pick shit.
Clearly, because he can't be trying every woman.
He can't. I mean, he can't do it because he ain't. He's been with his grandma sheltered, and now he's talking to you.
Trying to. You ain't going nowhere.
I mean, just even talking to you, getting advice from you is not it. Not for a growing young man.
He just needs advice from men.
He needs advice from men, smart men, knowledgeable men that's been there and done that. They can tell him in a different way, in more of a detail. You telling them from
A woman
some kind of
sentimental.
softies. Yeah, it's.
I told you I cried last night talking to him about it.
See,
It was deep. Okay.
He probably gonna like his first time. He probably gonna cry, like having sex and shit.
Maybe I could bring him to a party sometime.
You can? Yeah, you can.
Because
I actually want to see like what exactly like their
And they'll be willing to do it too, no doubt.
they should, because it's too many women. You got brought up by an old woman, and then now you young woman that's been through some shit.
Yeah.
So it's like that's not good. You've been through too much.
I think Zeke needs to be spoken to by someone who has been in experiences with women to be able to tell him like maybe, because maybe I am coming at it on a woman aspect, and I do see things from both points of view. Like I told them, the day you lose it, I can't judge you. I won't judge you. I'll give you some dap and say, nigga, you did amazing. But at that point, it's done for them. Now they're not pure. I can't force them to, but I can give them my advice.
It's not an event. It's not some kind of like Avengers level event.
hmm
Like I lost my virginity at 2021.
Mm.
And it wasn't it wasn't with the like the idealist of people. Where she was pressing that line. It was online, America online,
hmm
age, sex, location type shit
hmm
off the sidekick and
You said I'm a sidekick.
the first one.
Man, I never had one on one was so bad.
You know what? I want to find one too.
If you can tell me where you found one at, I
Yeah,
want one too.
I want to find one. I'm sure they got it somewhere. They sell vintage shit.
I heard there's this place. It's called Eminem Arcade or something in games. It's nothing. They have an old school game. They may just have a sidekick at the
Probably
store.
do.
I
But
think
yeah,
it's also with their situation. I was 9 years old when mine was taken from me. Does that make sense? I
yeah.
didn't get to experience it fun wise. So I think I hold on to them like to the point like I want them to make sure that it's meaningful because I didn't
No,
get the
that
meaningful
ain't the same.
experience.
It ain't the same.
Maybe not for a man to a woman. Huh? Compare man to a woman in the night.
I mean, not only just like losing your virginity
hmm
in the fashion that you lost it is not even comparable to a man just getting some.
hmm
So you just looking at it totally different.
Sure, I'm looking at a woman's aspect.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Now they probably should. I mean, I would have to talk to them to
Mhm.
see like what is like, because that the way they going, that's not going. I mean, and I don't even know what they perfect women like. I don't even know that
I
stuff.
can't say that. You know what?
But
Okay.
I would tell them if they start young and find the right one, and they find somebody like really like from the beginning from scratch and build with a person, that's way better than. See, I feel two ways about that too. They probably should.
I
They
think
got to get
based off
get
this
their money.
conversation,
Get your money.
that is what they're focused on too. They're focused on their life because they said they don't want a woman who's gonna be like, and it was crazy the way they said it. I was thinking like it's kind of backwards. You know, most men, from what I've seen, men want a woman who's down with them at the bottom working up, but they want to get their shit together so they can, for instance, provide for the woman.
So what happens is this, right? So as we take these steps, um, if you beat the right person, great, right? After from the beginning, from in your 20s, marry them, y'all go through all these ups and downs, then you get on and get money. Now you with a person and blah 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 blah. The story goes, yellow brick road, all that shit, right?
That's called fairy tale though. It's not common.
Yes, but the other way is go through these bunch of relationships,
Mm-hmm.
or a relationship, or two, or three, whatever. You're knocking shit down as you go.
Mm-hmm.
You're
You
building
may
your
find
life
that right
experiences
person.
up as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now that can end good too.
But most
But the
likely it won't
bad
end
part
up bad.
is like right now, right? I'm divorced,
Mm-hmm.
and when the money comes more, that whole like me like really. First of all, I'm not getting married again. That's out.
Mhm.
Right? That's out. And I'm not gonna treat a new chick that came at the finish line. I'm not gonna treat her like it was somebody from the mud.
According to
That's craziness.
Mhm.
The only way that could happen is if a chick had my kid, right? But I do not like younger women like that. They're annoying. I'm not that kind of guy like that. Like I could see like why dudes would want them because the older chicks just don't listen like that. But I
because they're
like older
strong-minded.
chicks. But I like older chicks that's agreeable. So I pick care. Well, I tried to pick carefully because, like I said, I'm divorced. But even she had a 10-year gap.
Mm.
There was a 10-year
Older than
gap
you?
there. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I was 27, 28.
Mhm.
I was 28 when we got married. So she was 38. So she was years
How long
ahead.
was your marriage for?
10 years, a little over 10 years.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. She had 3 already, so I was a step dummy.
Mhm.
But I did it. When I did it though, it was like it was respectable then. It was respectable going into like, yeah, I got these kids, fuck you era.
Mhm.
They respected stepdads a little bit more when I started than they do now. It's a joke now. If I wouldn't get with a woman with kids.
Because the kids nowadays more are fucking every possible part. Like they're not.
It ain't
The
the
situation is bad compared to what they were 10 years ago.
yeah, but it ain't the kids. I can control them little bastards.
It's parents.
It's the mama. It's the
Shit,
mama
the
that's the
daddy
problem.
too. For
And then you got to worry about, yeah, when it falls apart, you're alone again. So you get attached to them, and all kind of things can just go wrong with that situation. So I urge, and that's one thing I would tell them to, like, no, don't get no one with no kids, because they will try to woo them, especially them. Older lady with some kids, throw that thing on them, and and that's what I'm saying. That experience part, you don't want to tell people that. You don't want to tell, that part of it, but some have a theory that you should rack up some bodies
True. Maybe you know what I
and
think about like
experience
this.
women.
You see how I think about. Remember I told you about my ex relationship. How I look at my ex relationship different.
Hmm.
That's because of that experience.
That
I've
you
had
did
that
not that you
experience in
did not
life,
need to go through.
but I did for a greater purpose.
What is
So
that
that
purpose?
for the future, learning
Whose
lessons.
future?
Mine.
But not the dude you're gonna be with.
It's gonna be beneficial for the dude who I'm gonna be with next time too. I don't treat people accordingly to the last relationship. I'm gonna still go to my next relationship full fledged, like the same way. I don't want to disrespect men. That's what I'm saying. That trial and error that you're
Hmm.
saying that they could possibly need with the partners could possibly guide them to find the right person. Does that make sense? Am I saying that right?
I get what you're saying. I get it. But okay, let me say this. Let me ask you this. Your last boyfriend, right?
Mhm.
So
Crazy, bro.
you can say that, but I'm sure that two sides thing, that plays out. That stuff plays out. Because I'm sure, because everybody that I hear, every woman that I hear, their was a narcissist. The ex is crazy. The ex is like, it's just all types of this. they just have such these big personalities, and like ain't nobody. It's not like a normal breakup. It's always some kind of. So what I'm saying, okay, so you said your ex was crazy.
Mhm.
How old was he? You know, same age.
He's 31 now, and I met him when he was 29.
And you were
And I met him when I was
22,
24.
24. And you said everything was going well.
What? Amazing. Portrayed the 3 months, portrayed the
And the
perfect
mask
man
came
I
off
wanted.
after 3 months. What happened?
He gave me $30. I went to the beach. I spent the $30. I came back home. He asked me where my $30 was. I told him I spent it. He choked me out because he said that was his last $30. And I said, why would you give me $30 if you didn't want me to spend it? Next thing you know, he choked me out, threw me across his mom's living room. Now I had never had my hands put on by a significant other. His had hands put on me by a significant other. So guess what I do? I've had a foul mouth that day. I said, you bitch ass nigga. That's where I went wrong. Because once I did that, it was even worse. It was to the point he's a serial cheater. Cheats every day. Like, so with that being said, I didn't know that at the point in time. It's just after that third month where that first initial argument happened, $30, me saying bitch ass nigga was like blow for blow every day. Like every day I'm getting hands put on me. Every day I'm having my phone taken out of my hand. I'm paying on phone bill. He's taking my phone. It's just slowly but surely he started getting more aggressive, more aggressive, more aggressive. Then it was to the point we got the apartment that I just lost because of him. It was in my name. We paid the bills together. Some months I paid it myself, some months he paid himself, some months we coincided half and half. And that's when we got our own place of residence. We weren't renting a room with somebody. Now it got demonic. Like he would tell me he'd kill me for the person I am. I'm nice. He said he'd kill me from my family, who I came from, because they called the police on him. It's just stuff like that. Just crazy. Like I used to strip and I had a stripper pole in my living room. I took it down. He picked up the bottom piece of my stripper pole and told me, because I said, what are you going to do with that? Where are you? I told him, what are you going to do with that? He goes, what are you going to do with that? He said he's going to beat my head in. He told me if I leave him, and he feels like anything he does
hold on, please.
helps me.
Okay, hold on. So where's y'all meet?
The dispensary.
What was your profession then?
I wasn't in school. I wasn't working. I was in school. College. I was up with my mom.
And you used to strip?
That was like a year and a half after I met him.
Okay. So then 3 months. And you went where? To the beach?
I went to the beach with my friend.
What beach?
I think it was, what was the beach called? Dock Riley Beach.
Where the fuck is that at?
Some beach, I don't remember. Somewhere far. It's like we went to Thousand Steps Beach, but Dock Riley Beach was like another beach over. We ended up going there too.
What city is it by?
I can't tell you that. I didn't drive. I rode.
Where'd you live?
I was back here in San Marino.
So $30. $30. Come back from the beach. He actually put a 30.
No, he asked me if I still had the $30.
He actually put $30 back. You didn't have the $30. And he just commits to choking you out.
Not that instant. You gotta understand, there's words being said. People tell me I have a foul tone of voice. I could be saying the most nicest thing, but when I'm irritated, you could hear the irritation. He would get mad because I had an attitude. So when I had that attitude, because bro, you're tripping on me about $30. Now words are
Wait,
being
hold on,
said.
hold on. I just need a little bit of detail of that and some sort of kind of explanation that would make him think.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain that.
But the conversation was, okay, where's my $30 go?
No, he asked me if I still have the $30.
Okay.
I said I spent it. He said on what? I said on Shay Shay. Shay Shay was my friend. She had got super drunk to the point she's sloppy drunk and she's falling out on the floor. So I go get her a burger. Now imagine beach food is expensive. Get her a burger. I get her a Sprite. I get me some chips or something. I don't remember. I think I got a fruit bowl or something. He asked me what I spent it on. I told him on Shay Shay she's finna pay me back today, the next day. Do you know? I was just like, he's like, you just put your hope in somebody to pay you back. Like I gave you $30 and da 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 da. I'm like,
Did you ask him why he was tripping on the $30?
I did. He said that was his last $30. He gave it to me to invest into a bank account. I didn't know they gave me $30 and told me put it in my bank account. That's what I did.
Did he say that?
Mhm. One thing about him is he never really explained things. For instance, he gave me $100 one time, and this was trial and error. I learned to hold on to any money he gave me. I spent $20 of it for food, for Ubers, and for a bus ride. All I wrote was his communication skills were bad. He'd do things for me and then take it right back because he's angry. Makes sense?
I'll grant you that. So after he rear naked choked you out, right?
Tied me up with
Threw you across the octagon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's bedtime.
What you mean? Bedtime.
Like we go to sleep and we wake up the next day.
After everything, we went to sleep. We woke up the next day, like he had like everything was perfectly fine.
And then after that, after you seen that he felt like everything was fine, acting like everything was fine, you start packing your shit, and then what?
Oh, and then the shit. I accepted it and I tried to work through the relationship. That was the first time. So I tried to work through it. I believe he said he wouldn't do it again. I believed it.
Oh, God, this is craziness. So now I have to get the thought process here.
Mm-hmm.
A person that was able to this cockamamie $30 that he went Hulk on to toss you,
Why would I accept it? Is that what you're getting at?
you know, it's not even the accepting part. It's a thought process like, okay, if this man's willing to do this, what would make me think this is gonna get better off of something so minute?
He told me he wouldn't do it again. Think about it. Growing up as a kid, from 12 years old till 24, when I moved out of my mom's house, I was getting physically beat by my stepdad. It became normal in my home with my mom. So with that being said, the first time that happened, he told me he's not gonna do it. Okay, I accept it because he says he loves me. That he's hard. He kept doing it, kept doing it. I'd leave, go back. He kept doing it, kept doing it. I'd leave, go back. He kept doing it. Finally, 3 days ago, I realized he's never going to stop. Nothing I can do or say to ease up the arguments will make him stop. I could say something so simple and answer his question. My ankle was damn near swollen. I had sprained my ankle that day. This was the day I realized everything was done. I'm no harm to him. I'm kicked, my legs kicked up, elevated. He had crashed my car 2 days before. I just got my car, 2020 Kia Optima. He crashed it 5 hours after I got it.
What?
2020 Kia Optima. He crashed it 5 hours after I got it into a ditch, drinking and driving. I didn't yell at him. I didn't care he was still alive. That's all that mattered. That next day, he chokes me. Like, he said I had an attitude.
Normal day at the office, though.
Normal day at the office, shit. He choked me because I had an attitude because of my car situation. He crashed my car. I had a car again. So, of course, I have attitude, but I'm not yelling at him. I'm not mad at him. I'm just frustrated because I have to figure out a car. I already have to figure out another home.
Oh, you're not mad at him, you're just frustrated.
I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated. At least he's alive. That's all that I kept saying. He's alive. That's all that mattered to me. So I had an attitude, of course. He chokes me. When he's choking me, I'm reaching for whatever I can grab. And I grab his necklace off his neck and I break it. I don't mean to. I'm grabbing for something to save my life. I break his chain. That's when he picks his foot up. My head's up against the wall. Cocks his leg back and kicks me in my eye. This eye.
Mm-hmm.
I had no remorse for anything. Told me I deserved it because I broke his chain. So with that being said, that was that day I realized, first off, my ankle was already hurt. I didn't have sprained my ankle that day before. Swollen everything, elevated. He does that. Next day, I wake up. I'm making food. He said something about how I continue to break his chain on purpose. I'm not breaking it on purpose, it's an accident. I just said something to the point of, you're worried about your chain, what about my car? I haven't said nothing about my car.
Fuck that car. That chain is.
Next thing you know, he comes and tosses me around on the bed and he's like, you want to talk about your car when you broke my chain 4 times? I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to argue. I just made a statement. That's all. Every time we get to the point of an argument, I'm like, I'm just trying to have a conversation. He said, nobody gives a fuck about your car. You got to fix my chain. I never said I wasn't going to fix the chain. That's the demonicness in him. He's worried about a chain. And he told me the next time I break his chain, he's going to kill me. Little things like that.
Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all really have to stop this stuff. Really. Y'all really have to stop that. Listen. I know y'all. And I'm gonna say black women.
Mm-hmm.
Women do it anyway to me. Honestly. All women do it. But black women just have this tendency to just it's just an over. I'm not talking about your situation, it's over exaggerated.
Mm-hmm.
But demonic. Do you understand? I'm just saying, like from just this part, right? He might have did some satanic things,
Dog
right?
leash around the neck. Come on now. Keep listening.
What?
Dog leash around my neck. That's how my teeth got shit. Tied a dog leash around my neck and drew me, pulled me off the bed. I fell on the floor.
See, I'm pretty sure he'd say it's like some sex freaky stuff.
We were arguing. And also, I told him I was going to kill myself. He said, go do it. I go and grab bleach, try to swallow it. He's videotaping me while laughing and helps me pour the bleach down my throat. Demonic.
No. Both of y'all niggas crazy.
I am.
Both of you niggas is crazy. What are you talking about?
I am, but I'm not.
You can't just put this all on him.
I can't, and that's the thing I never did. I always said I played a part in it too. I never blamed him for every aspect of every argument.
A
There's
part?
things I could have did different.
A part? No. You was the star, the co-star. You was holding the camera, the boom mic. You actually picked the cast.
Shit, I sure did. Thought that was my dream.
Cause listen, he had the mask on. Said he
I
was a
did
monster
too.
with a mask on.
I had a mask on too. I'm not gonna lie.
Freddy versus Jason.
Oh shit. Yeah, true.
So listen, at the $30, your trauma should have stopped right there. And listen, you invested. If you think you was 3 months, like, and then you stayed, and it lasts for 2 years.
Now it's better for me myself.
How do you explain that, man?
I can never explain that. I can't even make any sense to myself. I can't even explain it to myself. If I was 3 months in, that happened, and I'm not tired of it, or I'm not willing to just let it go. How the fuck am I just? I'm accepting you for 2 years and more. Like that's crazy. I'm never gonna explain it to myself.
Did you get a chill up your spine?
Like the first time or what time?
Like the choke outs,
No.
not the actual, like, not the, maybe not the actual, maybe not afterwards, but maybe like the build up to it. Like, oh, let me see, like,
It was never
what's the
thrilling
new move we got today?
It was never thrilling to me. I would beg him not to. I would beg him like, bro, why are you yelling in my face? I would beg him. He would never stop.
Listen, because I think a lot more. I think a lot of women than we care to admit have some type of fetish that I don't even think they understand. Because one lady had actually said to me, and this when I was 26, this is before I got married, and I actually laughed about it with her a few months ago, probably about a year ago. We was arguing. I was on one side of the bed, she was on the other side of the bed, and we was kind of like having like a like almost like a wrestling, not a wrestling match, but like a shouting match.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of it, or I guess she was all like argued out,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Oh, I'm so mad, my pussy hurt," right? And I just stopped in my tracks, and I wanted to actually laugh because I've never heard that before. And then when my ex had said something, when I had fought somebody in front of her, but me and her was arguing. I and
She said
the
something
guy,
similar.
and she like afterwards she was like, "Oh, that turned me on with that." So what I'm saying is that toxicity is I don't even think women realize it. I don't even think it's realized yet. I was just watching a guy on here, and he was like, he was saying something about like black women, they just don't want to be married.
I do. Sorry.
We'll see. Black women don't want to be married. We're gonna double back here
Mm-hmm.
with another one with you on camera. But um, black women don't want to be married, and when they start dating these hood niggas, they really aim. They know what they doing. It ain't like they're getting tricked. Like they've been lying to us this whole time. Like, how you know? No, they're attracted to hood niggas. They want the hood niggas, and then they get the nice guys later or whatever later.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them have said, and we talking about 50-year-olds talking about they don't want to be married. They use a nigga for some dick fling, whatever, trips, whatever, and then sayonara. But, and that's fine. I don't have no problem with that. But my whole thing is, yeah, They look beat down and ran through the mud.
Mhm.
They look it. They look like they've been through wars at the club. They still got the old ass glitter on their face
Mhm.
from 1990 something. They still, and some of them just wore to hell. But the ones that actually like, you could tell they was looking good back in the day.
Mhm.
They worn out. And you could tell it. You could tell it off the back. But so, and that's what I was asking you, like, to stay there. What other redeeming qualities did he have? And how often were these SummerSlam matches?
The first one. To answer the SummerSlam matches. It was at first every day for how long it would be a simple punch to the butt, a punch to the thigh, a punch to the ribs. Then we took a break for like 2-3 months away from each other, coming back in his presence. And it went from like one time in 3 months. Then it went to one time in 6 months. It had just slowed down. But like I said, once we went to his apartment, it was every single day. He would tell me, I'll tell him like, bro, I don't want to do this every day. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to fight with you every day. He'll be like, well, I don't fight with you every day. I said, nigga, you just put your hands on me for a week straight, 7 days in a row. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Tell me I did it again. I'm gonna beat your ass. You did it again. I'm not gonna bow down. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm telling you what it is. I'm not saying nothing bad. Then he said, if you're gonna say I did it do it every day, I'm gonna do it every day. Like, so it's like, oh, I know what you were getting at earlier. I remember you. You were telling me if I got to chill down my back, down my spine, like you were getting to the point of saying, did it turn me on? Right? No, it didn't. I would not want to look at him. I wouldn't want him to touch me. I wouldn't lay next to him, bed to him. I would still cook food for him, of course, but he would try to have sex with me.
Of course.
That's me. I cook no matter what I feel. Now, hold on. Let me finish this. He would immediately, like an hour after an altercation, come touch my vagina and be like, coochie? Like, it's like it turned him on. And I'm like, nah, don't touch me. I'm good. It would go like a week down the line. I don't want to have sex with him still. We have not had sex. Keep in mind, we broke up 3 days ago. We have not had sex in 3 weeks. That's how disgusted I would be in him from the altercations. It never turned me on. Ever. To answer that question.
Okay. That would be a normal thing, at least. That's probably the first normal thing I heard. Like, okay. So what redeeming quality do you have?
The affectionate times were amazing. The times we had good laughs, good love, good fun were amazing. There were times
When
beach trips, going bowling, dinner dates, just little things, walking our dog, laughing at movies, listening to music and dancing, going out to clubs together. Those were the fun times. Just having fun. The affectionate times where I'm not gonna lie, there were some days we did not argue at all. We'd have them good fucking days where like everything flowed so fluently. We're in the kitchen cooking together. He was a drug addict too. He was on cocaine and crystal, the power though. So when he's going through the withdrawals, it's tough.
Oh my God. You probably could have opened up with that one.
Yeah. Exactly. When you're going through
Oh,
the withdrawals, it's tough.
y'all was up.
I was up. I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs.
You should probably, this is the part where you probably should insert a little bit of fiction in there.
I'm not gonna say I do drugs.
And just say, yeah, I was like shit because
I was
this is crazy. See, at least I can give him an excuse. He's just a coked up head whooper.
I'm just a lost soul at that point, just going with the flow. Hopefully it's gonna get better. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. When I look back at that, my brothers and my sister told me straight up, they said they never thought I'd take that from a man in my life. Based off of my childhood, I sure the fuck did though. I look back at myself in that situation like, damn, what the fuck was I doing? I deserve so much. I'm just like this.
And you knew he was like on these.
You know what? Loonies?
You knew it.
Eventually.
When did you find out?
I can't even say 3 months after, because that was the first time. I think I realized it. This is sad. When we moved into this apartment. October 2020. A year and a half down the line. That's when I realized.
Nigga, that was last year.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
Man, if I had a bottle, I just had drink before you came. Cause I'll be a drunk nigga right now.
She said I'll take a shot for everything time I look at you like this. What did you say?
So okay. So you found out last year.
I didn't find out. I realized. And shit. Like,
Explain the realization.
I realized. I realized when we moved into the apartment.
You saw powder just everywhere.
He had been on that all time. I realized when one day I'm in the kitchen cooking. The children are at home, playing games, playing PlayStation, all that. They leave. Everything's cool. Fine game, all. He comes in and asks me, why I looked at his friend so long? Why was I checking on his friend to make sure he ate? There's 3 friends in there. Every friend I checked on them, and there was 2 women. I cook for a fucking living. I'm damn near a caterer. So that's my thing. I feed everybody. So it's not just me checking on one friend. It's the 2 other friends. It's the 2 women. But this one friend, he got some type of way about. And I said, it's not even like that. I said, I checked on everybody. He said, don't check on them no more. I said, it's became normal for me too. This is what I do every time everybody's over there. And I tell you, he told me basically that I was telling him, no, I'm going to keep doing it. No, I'm trying to reason with him. Like, bro, this is what we've been doing the whole time.
That's a good significant other that you're supposed to do when your friends are over. But listen, I don't want to put too much, inject my logic into this craziness. Because it's wild. This is insane.
I was going to say that insane. That day he ended up,
and you realized it, but the realization.
realization.
How did you realize?
Dog leash. That was the damn dog leash. That was the day he tied the dog leash on my neck. Pulled me off the bed. I'm pulling back, not even realizing he's pulling me forward. I'm pulling back. Now I'm strangling myself, trying to resist. Face first, into the floor. I woke up that next morning. He's holding me that next morning. Crazy. He's holding me that next morning. I go brush my teeth. Brushing my teeth. I'm thinking, okay, I'm brushing. Something tells me grab my tongue against my tooth. I'm like, oh, that's just food. You feel me? I brush some more. It's not going. I look at the man. I screamed. It was a scream of like, he said because when he ran in, he said, what's wrong? I said, look at my fucking tooth. He says, what the fuck happened? I said, what happened last time? He goes to recollect the situation. I mean, I don't even remember because I damn near strangled him. Yeah, damn near. He tells me what happened. I'm like, too. He's like, we'll get it fixed. Who's gonna get it fixed? I get the money. You sit at home. What the fuck you mean we're gonna get it fixed?
Nah, you can't say that.
No, that's what it was. I paid all the bills.
You was
sat at
happy
home.
about it.
Huh?
You went for it. You was happy about it.
Too.
About paying bills.
Oh yeah, I was. But he said we're going to get it fixed. How is he
It's
going
we.
to get
It's
anything?
we. It's we. It's
He
been
never
we.
cared. He never cared though. He told me I deserved it. Every impact he gave me,
He
I
probably
deserved it.
he loved you with the tooth.
He loved me. He told me he loved me till I died.
He loved you with the tooth. He loved you with the black eye. He loved you
He
hanging
loved me
up,
when he
strangled up
strangled
on
me.
the,
He
all
loved me when he
that.
strangled me and I'm in the driver's seat driving and I pull over because he told me he's gonna beat my ass. I pull over. I swear I seen the light that day. Guess what?
Wait, hold on. So, but how'd you realize? How'd you realize he was on dope?
Oh, he told me straight up he was. I accepted it. He had been doing it for a year and a half. He told me about 5 months after I met him.
Remember that crazy look you saw in his eyes you told me about?
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be meth.
He was doing
And
meth in
dope.
his nose.
And
Please. That's crazy.
it don't matter. When you smoke it, it's just a rush. When you're doing your nose, it lasts longer.
I don't know. All I know is he for sure told me the day he told me he did it.
He did those two, and what else?
He did coke, crystal, but the powder form. That's all I know. So weed, of course, that's normal at this point.
I don't think it matters too much what form it's in, whether it's glass or.
I just know for sure. I mean, when he told me that he was gonna start doing it, I didn't tell him no because he is a grown man. I can never tell a grown man don't do something, but I did tell him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what?
Wait, he told you he was gonna do it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so which one? Okay, which drug did you realize, and that he told you?
He never. I can't recall if he put his hands on me on the drugs. It's when he's withdrawing. He's not on it. Is when it's aggressive. He didn't do the drugs every day. He didn't do it every week. I can't even say he did that every month. He'll go on these sprees of doing it. To where those sprees of doing it, we would not argue. Those were the good times. Remember I told you that? When he's withdrawing, it's like a whole other person.
So y'all was good when he was doing them.
Yeah. When he wasn't doing them. Bad.
Which means when you coming down off meth, was he sleeping or like sleeping frequently? Because he didn't have a job, obviously, right?
Yeah, he was sleeping more.
Yeah.
He wasn't eat when he wouldn't eat on the drugs, of course, but he would eat bits and pieces. Like I take every day, so of course he's gonna eat something.
Yeah. It took his that stuff takes your appetite.
Yeah.
So he's coming down. He needs some more.
And guess what? Whenever he needs some more, who gives him money? Me.
You was the supplier.
I was the supplier. I was the provider. I was the cooker, the cleaner, the fucker. I did everything. You never had a ability to finger.
And
I
y'all
was the
together for how long?
enabler.
That's the most important one.
Enabler.
And how long was y'all together?
2 years. March 1st was 2 years? And March 1st was a 2-year mark. Every tattoo I have on me is him. His name on my boob. Anniversary here. I have the yin yang. He has the other half. Every single tattoo has to coincide with him. Not have to, it does.
So this is the part where I'll be like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why I wish y'all would not say these type of things, because if this dude is demonic and all of this and Satan incarnate and all that, like, why would you ever keep something but getting it, keeping it on you?
Okay. Think about it on this point. You're just meeting. I don't have family. My family's in Oklahoma, and they're very manipulative. They're very toxic. I like to try to protect my peace, but I don't have anybody I can trust. I'm not going to Oklahoma live with my mom again. I'd be damned. I will be homeless before I do that. So with that being said, he isolated me from friends, from family, from outside life, not outside life, but just, for instance, when I told him about my friend, Stina, who I met him, he immediately, Stina, my friend Stina, I met him through her. But that being said, he immediately just totally just like, didn't want me to talk to her. Had everything negative to say about her, but he had never heard me conversate with her. So he just had everything negative to say, like, why does she always want you to hang out? Because that's what grown-ups do who have a life. We go and we have fun. No grown woman wants to hang out with somebody every day. No, we don't hang out every day. We hang out once every month. And that's for one night. We go out to the bar or something club, and that's it. He tried to isolate me from everybody. So with not having anybody to call on and to trust, I didn't know any better. This was the only person I had.
Well, pretty much did you a favor by isolating you from your family because you want to see them anyway, right?
My family, yeah. My friends, they were good too.
Okay.
The family, I'd be damned. I don't even talk to them no more.
So, and then you said he was a serial cheater.
Serial cheater. Oh my goodness, that's the word.
So he would what get his rocks off and then come home and whoop your ass.
Mm-hmm. He would have, in 2 years, I've had 8 women message me about him. Now, I never gave a fuck about women. At this point, I feel like men's eyes wander. But at one point in time, I did care. I did argue with him about it. I begged him not to. For a year straight, I don't even ask him about women anymore. You know why? Clearly, he's not going to stop. It's been to the point I told him, like, if you're going to do it, be honest about it when it comes to my phone. That's it. Don't lie to me. Because I've already peeped it. The way he doesn't answer the phone when I'm away from him, when he's away from me, he don't answer the phone. I have to call him 15 times to get him to pick up the phone. When he's around me, his phone, he hears it immediately and answers. Serial cheater. The woman down the street from the apartment, pizza parlor, he cheated on me with her. She was the next building over from me. Like, my apartment's right here, the business next door, 2-minute walk. That's how much of a cheater he is. Now, I'm not a cheater. I'm a stay-at-home person. I don't like nobody. I stay at home. I cook, clean, go to work, and cook. Stay home. He knows I wasn't cheating on him.
So what was he doing? Like building like some type of UFC
He was,
gym
I think he was
roster?
I think he was building up options. Options.
Well,
He was never content.
He employed them.
Employed is a fucking funny word. Employed is the word. He was building up employment. And
I'm trying to figure out where he got all this time from. So you're
sitting
serial
at home not
cheater,
doing anything.
serial cheater, ass whooper, video gamer.
He's imagine me going to work, me
head
sitting at
whooper,
home. He had a car, I had a car.
drug.
I crashed my car, he had a car, to the point I don't have a car now. So with that being said, I go to work, I come home, I cook, I clean, I don't go anywhere. He's gone 18 hours off the day. Guaranteed. He doesn't have a job. I don't question him on where he's going because now it's been to the point. If I ask him, hey, do you have work? Because he did have a job. He had a job for 4 months.
Out of the 2 years he had, out of 2 years,
Job for 4 months.
that's it.
He got fired. He got fired.
From where?
A non-emergency medical transportation company. Actually, they're not even legally licensed to be open. We found that out 2 months ago. He's on parole too at that point in
He's been on parole since when?
time. But he got out of jail January 16th of 2022. I met him March 1st of 2022.
Risa Tisa ain't got shit on you.
What
That's
you
for
say?
sure.
He said, who?
Risa Tisa, whatever that fat lady name was that got bamboozled by that man. Well, she didn't even get bamboozled because she got her bills paid. Her little fat tail. That's craziness. So you basically signed up for this shit.
Basically.
So you gonna and what type of inspiration was you finna provide?
First it was supposed to be about the two little brothers that were just
Fuck them brothers. Fuck them.
inspiration for this situation. Okay. Inspiration for this situation, I would say probably tell other women to look at their significant other they're pursuing. Look at how they treat the women. Look at how the man treats the woman in his life.
Oh. Why do y'all do this to me, man? Oh. Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having a home, right? And let's just say it was five kids in there and one elderly person. You go over to the stove and let's just say you know how to start a small fire that will slowly get through the house. But if you don't save the people in time, the house will burn up within you, right? Imagine getting those kids out, getting the elderly woman,
Mhm.
and then the city gives you the key to it and throws you a parade for saving the children and the elderly person,
Mhm.
right? That's basically what happened here. You set a fire, you started the fire, save the children, you're gonna be a hero. You basically married an ex-murderer. This was crazy. Like
To make a difference. I guess
on
you could say.
parole, right?
Mhm.
Well, shit, they got people that's marrying them in jail and getting pregnant, right?
Mhm.
What was he on parole for?
He went to jail for having 2 priors, and the final thing was he went to jail for stealing iPhones from people and punched someone out in the midst of it. That's it. That's it. He had one GTA. He actually didn't. He says he didn't know he stole a police car. One GTA. He drove that car from Texas to California. The second one was he was robbing houses. The third thing that got him in for 9 years, stealing phones from people. A stream of phones, so like multiple phones from multiple people. Basically, it was he set up the ads on Craigslist. Go meet them and rob them for their phones. There's like 8 or 9 people that he took their phones from, but the last person was a gay guy. LGBT community, love you. But the last few people were the last person was a gay guy. Met him in a Taco Bell. The gay guy put up a fight, punched this man, knocked him out, ran down the street, ended up getting caught. Was gonna do 30 years, but appealed it and denied instead. That's it.
And when did you find this out?
A week after we started dating.
Right on point. Yeah, you knew not to get him. Yeah, boy. There's no way you can get on camera with that foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way.
I still would though, because I'm not ashamed to talk about
Ain't no way you get on this camera with that foolishness.
it. Mm-hmm. And I would.
And you was giving who advice?
Based off of what I experienced, hold on, because we've only talked about the story. We haven't talked about that, guys. Based off of what I experienced, for instance, I said, first thing, when you're pursuing a man, look at how they treat the women in their life. I wish I would have known that from this experience I've learned. If they're going to disrespect their mother, their sister,
When did you meet his mother?
2 weeks after I met him. But it was never disrespectful. It was little sly things being said. But I didn't ever really.
Like what?
Her trying to hang out with him, and he just walk away and disregard her. Him calling her a bitch. But keep in mind, I didn't know what I know now. The experiences I've had have taught me. If I would have looked at how he talked about his mother, he treated his mother, his sister, I would have now, for the women, you see how they treat the women? If they don't respect them, if they don't care,
That's the number one piece of advice that you would get.
red flag. Distance yourself. Second, know your worth. I'm learning my worth still, but I know how to talk. Know your worth and be able to say, I love myself more than I love this person. I didn't love myself more than I loved him. I loved him more than I loved myself. I was disrespecting myself. I would tell myself I love myself. I would tell everybody I love myself. The whole time I loved him more than myself. I was risking my life at this point. Love yourself more than your significant other, because there's nobody worth saving more than yourself. And I'm only 3 days out of this, but I've never felt so passionate about being away from him than I do now. You don't understand. I feel at peace. I feel to the point like I'm learning still. I gotta learn to love myself. I have to learn how to love myself again. I can't even say I believe in the word love anymore right now, but it doesn't fuck it up for the next man. It can't. He didn't fuck it up for the next man. He just made it harder for them walls to be knocked down. Does that make sense?
It makes it harder for what?
My walls to be knocked down. Them brick walls I have built up to be knocked down. But my thing is, I'm still gonna go into my next relationship.
Why you build the brick up wall? Why you build the brick wall up, man?
Because I'm done. I didn't build that brick up wall at first. It was
I know.
knocked down every time.
It wasn't bricks.
It was strong.
Yes.
The big bad wolf blew the house down.
He blew it down, boy.
But the walls are built. They're gonna be knocked down one day. I don't know who it is, what's gonna happen. They're gonna be knocked down. And when they're down,
Maybe we should use different words.
okay, different. Once my
We don't
guard
want to
is
knock it, yeah.
my guard's up.
Guard up. Your
But
guard could be better.
it's gonna be down to the point one day I say, I'm gonna know myself, I'm gonna love myself enough. Because I love myself, but I didn't love myself more than I love him. Does that make sense? One day I'm going to know myself enough to know if it's meant by me. One day I'm gonna have that happiness that I want. No relationship's perfect. But once it gets to the point my confidence is going down, I should have drew in the towel. But I didn't. We got us women and men. We cannot love the next person more than we love ourselves. Unless we owe them loyalty like a child, our children, that's who we owe loyalty to. The next significant other, they can go at this point. And that's crazy to say 3 days out, but like I said, this is something I'm passionate about. I can't go through that. I'd be damned. I can't even.
What do you mean 3 days out?
I've only been out of that relationship for 3 days. That's what I've been saying this whole time. 3 days.
How'd you escape?
My friend Stina. She it was crazy because I wasn't even going to escape. It was, keep in mind, I've been trying to leave. I'd get this ability to leave, like my car. I got my car specifically to go hide out in Crestline.
Mm-hmm.
He crashed it 5 hours later. I was going to Crestline. I had a room for rent that I was going to pay for to duck off.
You had a what?
A room for rent in Crestline because I'm already being evicted from my apartment. Not for finances. Safety concerns for the tenant. I'm the only person who leaves. So with that being said, I had that stability for my car to get out. He crashed my car 5 days later. Not 5 days later, 5 hours later. Now I don't have that stability. I have nothing. He has my apartment now. He's in there. He has room for in the Riverside, but he refused to leave. I can't force him to leave. I'm not going to call the police. I'm not a cop calling female. I don't do that. I can't. I could, but I don't.
You're the only one on the lease.
I was on the leases.
You're still the only one on the lease.
But since he paid rent for he was there for 30 days. He legally is there. It's an eviction process I would have to take. I've already thought about it. I've contacted the police. I've contacted eviction insurance, everything. It's a process, and I don't have the finances to do that. I barely even can fucking supplement his drug addiction, my rent, my phone bill. I had a car, Mercedes Benz. Crashed it. I'm actually about to get that back, actually, finally.
You said you about to get it back.
I have to pay $1,500 to the car company for the damages. It was in-house finance, and they're gonna give me my car back. They're just gonna fix the car for the damages and give it back to me and make the payments afterwards. I had disability. I was almost out, and people told me every time I'm involved with him, and I involve him in my accomplishments, they go away. My apartment, I paid for the moving costs, the furniture, everything. My car, my 2020 Kia Optima, I got that a week ago.
Why do y'all hold on like when it's bad? Like why do y'all hold on to these that nigga street shit?
I never had somebody that was an adrenaline rush. I go off of personality, right? I don't have a type. I can't say I like a square bear.
That ain't what I mean.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I have a code too about police. That nigga need to go to jail.
Yes.
Listen. If don't know nigga needs to go to jail, he's a very good candidate.
I'm gonna say it like this.
You can't just be going through life terrorizing people either.
The next woman, whoever he gets, I'm gonna say it. He's not gonna do it any different. This is him at this point. He's proud to say he did it. He told me he'll do it in public. So that being said, he's gonna do it to the next woman. But the next woman's going to call the police, no doubt. Women don't tolerate this. The type of women he's pursuing are white women now. His side women are white.
You do realize that erases your all of that what you just said for women and all that. You erased all that by not turning this nigga in.
I can't turn him in now. It's too late now. I just gotta let the next woman handle it. I can't even go save her. She gonna have to know how to save herself, because if I get involved, I'm not getting involved. There's no contact at this point. He's blocked on everything. Phone number, I changed my number and everything. He's out of my life. The next woman's going to call the police on him, and he's going to jail. And he just got off of parole, Valentine's Day this year. Now, I still care. You know, I don't want him to die. I don't want nothing ill intentions to him. The next one's gonna call the police. He's going to jail one day. And guess who's gonna try to reach out to him? The crash dummy.
You sound like? You sound like the relationship just didn't work out.
Didn't. You know that. How the fuck did it work out? Look how it went.
I'm saying the tone, not the tone, it's the like, oh, it's just like, oh, I don't wish any bad on it, nothing like that. Really don't seem like you've been through hell.
I have, but I say like this. I don't ever end a situation or argument without good intention. Think about it like this. My grandma passed away. 2 years before she passed away, we had a really bad argument. I told her I hate her, I wish she would die. I didn't speak to her for 2 years. I never got to make them amends. I can't wish ill upon anybody. Karma. Karma is deep. What goes around comes around. What you get is what you get. I can lead it with the best intentions, hope that it doesn't happen to the next woman or him. If it does, it does. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, nigga, I want you to the next one to call the police on you or you to put your hands on the next one. No, I actually want him to prosper in life. I don't like no matter what I've been through, no matter what somebody has done to me, I want the best for people. I have a heart. I don't go fucking trying to fuck people up. I actually try to help people. Makes sense? You know what I'm getting at, right?
I mean, that's great, but you have a heart of gold.
Feelings. I care. That's I want everybody to be okay.
Yeah, that's good and all that, but fuck all that. Like, I just, yeah, that's a hard pill for me to swallow. You choking me out with dog collars and shit, and fucking thinking it's some kind of fucking welterweight fight, and then you're going off committing stunts in my car, fucking bitches like you Mr. Marcus. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh.
He did everything but the right thing. This nigga had a bucket list of bad shit to do, and he completed all of it on you.
He threw it on the one person who actually has pure intentions with people. I don't know. I can't make it make sense. I can't. People ask me, how does this make sense to you? I don't know. It's morals. Morals, I believe.
Fuck what?
Morals. I do
What?
not wish ill upon anybody. I want people to prosper in life no matter what the fuck somebody has done to me. I had a bitch steal $10,000 from me. I let bygones be bygones. Guess why? Because you get what you get in life. If he does not ease up and start being nice to people and respecting women or respecting himself at this point, what is he gonna get? Not a damn thing. He's going to get what he was given to. What he gave to me is what he's gonna get. But I can't wish that upon him.
How tall is he?
5'11".
Is he chunky?
Athletic. Nope.
It's not. You know what? I expect these. I kind of expect things from women, but y'all up the ante every single time I talk to women. Talk to them all day, and when I'm at work, I'm sure they just giving me the watered down PG version of probably some shit that you saying right now.
Mhm.
Trying to hold all this shit in. I believe that's why most of it. That's why most of this shit that's going on. I believe y'all pick, as we can definitely see right here. I mean, you managed to pick the fucking bottom. Like, I'm talking about like as grimy as his corner over here. And you just like cherish that corner. It's like a kid with them little raggedy, like they get a new stuffed teddy bear, and they run that motherfucker raggedy,
Mhm.
and you just kept dragging this motherfucker along. Dirty, they didn't wash it though. It came to you fucked up, and it just stayed fucked up. That is nuts. And 3 days ago, no less.
Mhm.
Wow. And actually, I believe there's more. There's more stories like this than the other way. as far as I believe it's more stories like I knew what I was getting. I knew and I stayed there. I believe it's a gang of these stories like that.
Mm-hmm.
But women leaves. I believe they leave it out.
They don't want to be. We don't want to be looked at as weak. I could say I was very weak, gullible, easily maneuvered.
Well, I got news for you, Chica. We don't. I'ma say me.
Mm-hmm.
I've never looked at women like for these strong, like how they, not like how they say it. I just don't.
Mm-hmm. Where you
We
going
just
with
look at. I think we just look at y'all like women, not strong, not weak, not this, not that. Like it's the media that does says all of that, and these women that say that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have to say it. You don't see men walking around talking about they strong and this and
Are
that.
they weak?
Hmm?
They don't talk about y'all. Don't talk about y'all strong, y'all weak, y'all nothing. Y'all just go, just strong.
We just live and do go.
Hmm.
Y'all have to march around with signs, do all this petitioning, like y'all just say regular like y'all do regular shit, and then just like put it up on this pedestal with the lights. Then y'all hang the lights up on it, let it shine down on the thing, and we like, oh, okay, it's a job. Like everybody has to do.
Didn't I tell you I'm an open book? I have no filter. I'm letting you know exactly what it is. You see that now, huh?
Yeah,
I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm not ashamed of it. I should be, but I'm not.
I don't. I
Well, I
mean,
went through what
listen.
I went through for a greater purpose, I guess. And I didn't know it in the moment, but as of now I see it like, bro, he taught me a life lesson for sure.
That was. I mean, but you didn't. You didn't have to go to that class.
I could have left after the third month and been possibly with my soulmate and happy and smiling and everything. Who knows?
Or you could have been by yourself.
Another thing I go through is attachment issues too. So that could possibly have a big aspect. I didn't have my father in my life. My dad, who I told you was beating me as a kid, that was my stepdad. That was the only father I had. Makes sense? I didn't have that dad. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was a lot. There's a whole lot more to me that
Oh,
you
so
would.
y'all, it's a history of y'all picking crazy niggas.
My mom, yeah, because her first husband raped me at 9. Her second husband beat the fuck out of me from 12 to 24. So yeah, craziness. Yeah, perfect word actually.
So, so your dad, your real dad, you don't know.
I know him. He came and go. He comes and goes. He'll come in for a
He's a white
day.
man.
Black. I'm black and white. My mom's white. My dad's black.
Oh, okay.
My dad, biological dad, he's like, he's there, but he's not. He's, okay. My mom's white. She had him on child support. If we go into this deep shit
You
about
can
my
do it when
childhood,
you do
we
it.
there for 3 hours. I don't even want to talk about it.
You
Another
can
day,
do that
another
on
time.
camera, yeah, please.
Another
Oh
day,
boy,
another time, because I got a headache at this point. And I love you just.
yeah, that was quite. That was. Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Mhm.
I don't even think I could have done this earlier on in the day.
Why?
Talking to women is draining.
Why?
Besides the like, especially this in this day and age, ain't nothing refreshing about that shit.
Mm.
like I said, y'all constantly. I was talking to this. I'll show it to you, or you could. It should be a case study for all women. I had another one of my. Um, I went to elementary school with her, and she said I was bashing black women. I thought the conversation was going to be a good 15, 20 minutes because I know my content. I know I do not bash black women. I tell the truth. In this day and age, y'all numbers are low, so it's just gonna be the way it's gonna be. So I had her on here. I wanted to point out where my content without black women bashing. This fucking conversation ended up being an hour and was it 2 hours? 2 hours. I had to break that shit up into 8 parts to let everybody digest the bullshit. No parts of it was the bashing. I think we brought up bashing like 3 times. She couldn't tell me where. Then it lead us down this other road. I try to cut her off there. Then she hurry up and dip down another road. Sitting up here, I'm cornering her every chance I get. And she just thinks she's sliding out of it. And she really wasn't. She just ended up looking crazy on camera. Which was I already knew that was gonna happen. Because if you don't take any type of accountability, it's just gonna make you look crazier than you already are. See, if you can admit some shit, which is what I think my problem is. If women would just own up to these low numbers and fix it instead of every time either they blame black men or they say, what about black men? Or it's not true. Which is old now.
Accountability.
Like, yeah, which is old now. And I'm not. The teaching part for me is over. I'm not teaching shit. I'm really actually just like I'm trying to understand or get an understanding of what the hell's going on inside of your head. How am I living, and most of us are living on planet Earth, and women just seem to be in this pocket universe somewhere else where nothing matters and I don't care. But then I care when it's good about us. And then we get these 2-hour-long conversations that ends up going nowhere. You tell me it's this one thing, you can't even pinpoint that. Then she said, I can show you the messages too, even today. Now I send her good information about black men. What does she do? She rejects it. Which I got a kick out of.
Blame.
She doesn't want it. Most of them don't want all the blame. They're gonna give us a little piece. It's stupid.
I know women. I'm a women person. I believe women capabilities, but like I said, I see from 2 points of view. A woman, we're the most messiest people. We victimize ourselves. Accountability is rare for men and women too. I'm not gonna lie. Women, we tend to, like I say, see it from one point of view. It's we're the victim, you're the problem. Whole time, we also play a part too. We tend to play the biggest part. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Our emotions get a control of us. We are very emotional. We don't know how to control our anger half the time. We really don't even know ourselves. Everybody needs somebody. A woman needs a man. I'm not gonna lie to you. We do. We blame. For sure, for sure. It's when you mature and you really look at the situation and it's like, okay, for instance, how I said it. I played a part in the shit that I went through. I wasn't the most easiest woman to work with.
Play
I had
several
emotions.
parts.
I had trauma. I
Play
had shit that he
several
was trying
parts.
to process. I'm throwing my childhood trauma on him, not even knowing I'm doing it. But it wasn't intentional. I pick. We pick. But like you said, accountability. I can take accountability. I may not be able
Yeah.
to say I did everything. He did a lot too, but I had a huge fucking part in it too. I could try to make it easier. Whole time I may have been making it harder. Everybody plays a part. Just need to take accountability.
Me personally, I kind of look at shit. Ooh, excuse me. I look at shit. I look at shit like whether it's football, whether it's sports, entertainment, the roles. I look at the roles being played, and let me tell you something.